What is up, everybody? This is John with Archer Fish. This is part 2 of the video, how much I make on my YouTube with my tiny little fishing channel. I've got 1,700 subscribers. I'm going to break down the numbers for you right now. And that's basically just in case you're thinking of getting into fishing YouTube in order to make money and grow and all that other stuff. So the last video, I detailed kind of my process and what it takes to actually do this as a, not a job. I hate the word side hustle. I think that's lame, but as a, some sort of an extra income, if that's what you're thinking. So if you're thinking of this as an extra income, I'm just going to give you the details of like what I've been doing. If you've been following me for a few years, you see that I've been doing this for quite a while now, maybe 4 or 5 years. I'm not sure exactly. I always lose track. And posting pretty consistently now. It's been a learning process. Earlier in my filming of YouTube videos, I didn't really cut it together all that much. Then I maybe cut it, you know, too much. The videos were too long, 20 minutes, and mostly me reeling and stuff like that, which, you know, honestly, nobody wants to watch 5 minutes of reeling. You know, they want to see the fish. They want to know how I caught them. Maybe any little drama that happens, I lose a fish or something exciting, fish jumps, whatever. So it's been a learning process for me. I've learned the hard way how to kind of tighten up the videos. And again, in the early days, I was competing with guys with top-notch equipment. They've already mastered the thumbnail game, the hashtag game, and the algorithm game in general. And it's been a learning process, and I'm still learning. As I said in my last video, I'm just starting a Patreon, mostly because people have asked me, you know, do you have one? How can I support the channel? I'm humbled that people would even want to do that. So I appreciate that, and there will be a link down there. So if you want to get involved with the Patreon, there's membership levels. The smallest one is a dink. The middle one is a keeper. The top tier is PB. And then, of course, the toppest is double digit. So, you know, and I think you get all kinds of little perks. You get some merch after a certain time period. You get some insider videos and information that I'm not going to post on the regular YouTube. So it's going to be a lot more work for me, but hopefully it pays off. And by pay off, I mean I could keep the channel going and kind of post more stuff for you guys. And that is the whole key to the Patreon thing. Like, again, I'm very new to it. I'm learning. So if you guys have any pointers, please let me know. In the last video, I talked about all the things that I have to do in order to make a YouTube video. It takes, you know, spending time away from friends and family just to do the fishing. Most of us are fishermen. We're going to do that anyway. But it also takes time away from fishing to do the filming and to cut B-roll and to put the camera places and all this other stuff. It also takes a learning curve. You got to use a decent camera. You know, you don't have to have a $3,000 DSLR, but, you know, use a nice iPhone for your intro, or, you know, I'm using the GoPro 8 right now. I use the sessions for, you know, B-roll, stuff like that, but I try to use something comparable because, you know, you're competing online with other content and they're using top-notch stuff. You know, guys with millions of subscribers who have camera crews and teams and audio people and all that stuff. So if you're gonna start one, just know you're starting, you know, it's a very tough road to get in there. And the toughest isn't just the equipment. You can have a few $1,000s worth of equipment to start off with. If you don't have the charisma, or if the ideas, the creativity, or the entertainment value, then people aren't gonna watch, they're not gonna care. And then you gotta be fishing, and you gotta know what you're doing. Again, I've been fishing for over 40 years. I don't know everything by any means. I've mastered a couple little things to help me catch fish, because that's my whole goal. But it's a lifelong learning process, and you gotta be open to that. So all of that to say, I've been doing this for, I want to say 5 years. I think that's the number. And trying to put out stuff consistently. I was growing very quickly last year, and it was awesome. But because of my shoulder injuries, I had to take so many months off from fishing. It was very, very frustrating, because I like to go during the pandemic and before. I was trying to get out twice a week, anywhere I could fish. And then I had to slow it down to once a week. And then when I got my injuries, I was barely going out at all. And that was so frustrating. So you got to put out content, and it's got to be constant, because there's other people putting out more content than you, more consistently, with better quality, and they're going to get all the eyeballs that you would have gotten. So finding a niche helps. You know, figure out what your thing is and kind of stick to it, and you know, it'll set you apart from other fishermen. I've been doing this for almost 5 years, and I've been posting videos pretty consistently in that time. That said, it took a long time to get to 1,000 subscribers till I could monetize, and 4,000 hours was pretty easy. I had the views, I just did not have the subscribers. It took 3 years or something like that to get to the 1,000 subscriber level. It was very slow going. And again, it was a learning curve. I was putting out, you know, videos that weren't getting attention. My thumbnail game was bad. I'm still learning, you know, on how to do that. In the last 28 days, which is how YouTube analytics breaks down your channel, I've gotten 5,000 views. Now, I've had months where I had more views. I've had 10,000 view months. That's pretty much my apex. It isn't a lot. So in the last 28 days, I got 5,000 views. That's 4 videos and maybe 1 talking video. You know, I think I talked about the culling and maybe another one. So a couple fishing videos and 2 talking videos. So that's like 5 or 6 videos, okay? That's 5,000 views for 6 videos. 400 watch hours. I picked up 31 subscribers. The subscriber count doesn't really matter. It's all about views. And I've got 1,700 subscribers, 1,737 to be exact. And, you know, obviously not all of them watch my videos. So the subscriber stuff doesn't really matter. It's all about views. My last video only did 232 views. That's not good. I got another video coming out tonight from Casitas, which I'm looking forward to seeing like how it does. In the last 28 days on my channel, I got about 5,000 views. And I picked up 30 subscribers. And I've been doing this for a long time, as you guys know. And this is what I've made. $35 this month. YouTube doesn't pay you until you crack the $100 you know, barrier. So that's like every 3 months I'll pick up $100. Now at my apex, I was maybe, and that was probably last year, and it, you know, the analytics breaks everything down, right? Last year during the striper boil stuff, which was insanely exciting. Those videos will be linked right here. Watch them if you like the topwater boils. The striper stuff is so much fun. But anyway, during that, I think my best period was $70 to $90 per month. And that was maybe 1 month. And the next month it went down to $60 and whatever. And it's just about the views. I was still putting out content. I went to Florida, which they don't seem to get as many views from my subscribers down there. I mean, it breaks down, you know, how many views your videos have gotten, right? In the past 24 hours, you can look at the past 28 days. It breaks down, you know, the impressions, click through, engagement, all this stuff, audience, and like I said, revenue. So it's not good. You know, if you're looking to get rich off YouTube, and again, I'm new to this, but this breaks down the monthly revenue from the past 6 months. So in May, $64, June, $60, July, $36, August, $25, September, $30, October, $27. So, and then also breaks the videos down. So you would think, oh, if you just make a bunch more videos, you'll get more revenue. No, it's not the case. You got to get views for those videos. And same with subscribers. It doesn't really matter that I've got 1,700 subscribers if all 1,700 of them are not watching, you know, and maybe they got turned off. I am a vehement catch and release person. I am against keeping fish. I just am. I think that the fish have way too many other obstacles in life, whether it's the industrialization, especially for saltwater fish, of commercial fishing. You know, they've got those big trawlers, they just scoop all the fish. Or in Florida, they got red tide constantly happening. We just had this spill of Piney Point of all these chemicals into Tampa Bay, just killed so much fish. And not just the fish kill, it's wiping out the grass, you know, the seagrass, which has killed 900 manatees or something this last year. And you kill that seagrass, you're killing these places for sea trout, redfish, snook, the best game fish that we got down there, in a multitude of other fish and shrimp and every other thing that lives in there. So I'm against keeping fish. Just because you're seeing fish one season does not mean that there's plenty of snook to go around or redfish to go around. So I'm just against it. And that doesn't mean I don't eat fish from time to time. I will have some fresh fish if I'm down in Florida. Occasionally I'll have salmon out here. Otherwise, I'm just against eating it because, a lot of it is not good for you. A lot of it is, unethically sourced. And then again, I'm here to catch fish. I like catching fish, not necessarily eating it. So maybe that turns off some of my subscribers who want to see me, eat a striper at a castaic. It's never going to happen. So if my catch and release and stuff like that turns people off, I don't really care. I believe in having strong opinions. Everybody's got an opinion, of course. But, a lot of people are scared to share them in person or online, fear of being attacked or arguing with people. I don't care, honestly. I like engagement. I like debate. I like if someone is saying, well, here, this is what I think. I'm fine with that. You're not going to change my mind about catch and release ever. I just have more respect for the fish, and it's all about respect for me. Anyway, sorry about the tangent. I'm just trying to figure out if I've got 1,700 subscribers, why, not all of them are watching. And again, maybe they don't have time. Maybe they just stop watching YouTube in general, especially now, like almost every video that I watch has got 2 commercials at the beginning and then usually 1 in the middle. And that's a little lame. I mean, YouTube is kind of turned into TV where it's like, the whole cool thing about YouTube in the first place was that there was no commercials and you're just watching content. And as someone who gets paid by ad revenue from those commercials, it may be hypocritical, but I'll be honest, man, the ads drive me crazy. So anyway, maybe the ads turn people off and they stop watching because of that. I have no idea, whatever it is. Maybe people just don't like me and I'm fine with that too. The point is I'm not getting a lot of actual views per video these days. Again, I attribute most of that to taking the time off. It doesn't pop up in people's feeds, and the more subscriptions people get on the left-hand side, maybe I'm just way down on the list. Who knows? Whatever it is. So anyway, all of these things can affect your revenue from YouTube, and just take all of that into account before you start your YouTube channel. As you can see, making a YouTube is not only difficult to do and very, very time consuming. You have to be persistent. You have to be consistent. And even then, you may not do as well as you think you will because it just takes a lot of time and effort. And again, more and more people are doing YouTube stuff, especially after the pandemic. A lot of people have taken up fishing as a hobby. They're all recording it. They're all posting it. Everybody needs a little extra income these days, so a lot of people are doing it. So just so you know, there's a lot of competition out there. You've got to really love it and enjoy it. And it's only getting bigger and bigger because YouTube is worldwide and everybody's trying to get in on it. All about that cheese. So that being said, check out my Patreon. Give me some notes on it if you got some critiques, criticisms, some advice, whatever. And I hope this information was helpful to you. I hope this information will let you know that, hey, if you can do it better than me, and you can start off with better thumbnails, more engaging content, and catching great fish with some awesome information and wisdom, and all that stuff. If you can do it, then by all means do it. And if you'd love to do it, then do it. Get on it, because every day that you don't do it is a day that someone else has got over you. So, all right. Thank you for watching, everybody. I got a lot of videos coming this month, so please stay tuned. I got some fishing videos. I got one posting tonight. I'm going fishing tomorrow, and I got a lot more of these videos coming. So please stay tuned, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.